Good morning and welcome to Travels with Sheila. Steve and I are setting off on a completely different adventure tomorrow than I had anticipated. But first, how about some shout outs? Jules, Maury, Liam, or is it Liam? It's like Ian and Ian, I'm never quite sure which is the right way to pronounce. Thanks so much for all your views. I don't know if I've shouted out to you before. I have a hard time remembering. Anyhow, we are heading on another cruise. It's a Hurtigruten cruise. And I just got an email from Hurtigruten. The cruise begins in Panama, goes through the Panama Canal. We've seen it. We've never gone through it. Of course, a little lax goes a long way. You watch the water going up, you watch the water going down, you watch the water going up, the water going down. And then it goes down the west coast of South America. It was supposed to, be Ecuador, Peru, and Chile. Peru has just been taken out of the cruise because there are no restrictions if you want to go visit Peru as long as you've had your COVID shots. But if one cruise passenger comes down with COVID on board the ship, the whole ship is quarantined. And I can understand Hurtigruten doesn't want to take a chance that they have a quarantined ship with 400 or 500 passengers. So I just got this lovely email about 30 minutes ago. And now, because there are quite a few sea days when you're sailing down the west coast of South America, but I could put up with a limited amount of sea days. Well, now the cruise is going to be more than half sea days, which is not my druthers. Of course, Hurtigruten says, we're going to arrange things on board ship for passengers. I don't give a what's rear end about what they're arranging. I wanted to go to these ports, in particular Peru. There are a couple ones that we have never seen before. Fortunately, at the end of the trip, when it ends in Valparaiso, I had been thinking we've pretty much been there, done it, Chile, including Easter Island. I thought, you know what? We were in Peru when the Shining Path, I think it was, that Maoist guerrilla organization or whatever it was, it just became safer for visitors. But you could only travel around Lima as a group, not individually. So I thought to myself, you know what, let's go to Lima, we'll spend a couple days, and now we can just walk around by ourselves. Yay! That is serendipity that I planned that. So we will fly to Lima and spend a few days in Lima at the end and then fly home. Hurtigruten offered two alternatives. I can receive 50% of my sale price for going ahead, which is the option I chose because we have inter-country air. We've got air down to Panama and back up from Lima. Such a hassle to hotel reservations, to redo everything. I just couldn't gear up for it. Or you could cancel and they will give you all your money back. Well, this is going to be an adventure. So come with us. Let's hope the seas aren't real bad for so many sea days. And thank you so much for listening to this. This is what happens when you travel. You never know what is going to happen. If it's going to be good, bad, in between. You have to really love it like I do to just put up with the vagaries, shall we say, of travel. We are flying Copa nonstop from Chicago to Panama City, and then from Valparaiso, from Santiago up to Lima, it will be LATAM, and then United Airlines flying home. We fly out of International Terminal 5 tomorrow, which is We have not been in I don't know how many years. It'll be interesting to video and see if the terminal has gotten any nicer. We need a new international terminal so bad. Please don't forget to share, like, and subscribe.